This is Jay with Sugar Hill Sway. Dig this cheeseburger influenced, man. Look at that big joker. Yo, I ate that whole cheeseburger. It was that big around. It was thick too. That was a good one. Man, I was craving it too. Woo! I counted 24 deer. I'm in Georgia right now. From Blakely, Georgia to Arlington, Georgia, I counted 24 deer. Now most of them were kind of off a couple of 100 yards away, right there where the wood line is. But I had some that where the wood line come up kind of close to the road is probably about 50 yards away, maybe, if that far. There were 4 of them. What's that dude doing? There were 4 of them, and I stopped, and by the time I got my camera out, they were gone. But they were close enough to really see really good. Dude acted like he had to, oh gosh, he had to wander in road a little bit. 24 deer in probably, I think it's 14, 15 miles. And now from Arlington over here to Albany, they ain't no telling how many I'll see now, because it goes back to farmland. Every one of them was either in a field, either a peanut field, a cotton field, or soybean field. Right there close to the wood line. And see, the only thing bad about being a bunch of deer out like that is one of them crossed the road. And I done hit one deer one time. I don't want to do that again. So I'm looking out. Gun shy.
I'm here all by myself today. I guess I don't work on Friday. Fine with me though.
Y'all, I reached down here to get my drill out of this bag. Right here. When I opened it up to get the drill out, that joker was in there. Scared the life out of me. I had no earthly idea what it was. All he did was hot and shaped like a triangle. You know what I thought? You look at it just kind of like this. You can imagine just seeing the head might make you think it's some sort of snake. I like to lost it. They just right here on the side of the road. They were right here on the shoulder of the road a minute ago. I had to turn around, come back, and check them out. Huh. They were right here. If I'd been any faster, I'd have run them down. Alright, we are at the infamous Abbey Creek Park. There's the boat ramp. That's Abbey Creek. The river, the Chattahoochee River, is right there on the other side. There's a picnic area over here somewhere. put in right here, and I bet 50 yards over is the river. Right through the woods, not far enough. There's one boat over here right now. Maybe one guy on one trailer, one boat. Yeah, here's a little picnic area. Right there. I don't know if you can see it, but right through there is the river. Right through these woods, I bet not 50 yards from this here spot. But yeah, there's a little picnic grounds. They even got a couple of grills that I'm sure are extremely sanitary. They even got good facilities, toilets. Right here on the Chattahoochee. You know, with it being so close to the river, usually right up and down this little road, more often than not, I see deer on the side of the road. And like I said, it's because it's real close to the river down here. I saw a deer a little while ago, not on this road that I'm on, but on the road that connects to this road. And there was a deer on the side of the road, but by the time I got my camera out and everything, he done hightailed it. It was right there. I bet it wasn't a mile from where I saw those turkeys. I ain't never seen a whole squad of turkeys like that. Not on the side of the road right there. I mean, on the shoulder of the road. Matter of fact, I thought they were chickens when I first saw them, because you see turkeys out in the fields. You see them out, you know, a little far away out there, but you don't never see them. I've never seen them right there on the road. That many. Seen one or two on the side, but not. I bet there was probably 8 or 10 of them right there. I know my experience is probably not rare at all, but like I said, I've just never seen that many on the side of the road, in the road at one time. Now, alright, here's the other place. So got corn in the little bottle, corn in the big bottle. Of course, I probably need to change that out. That stuff's probably getting rancid, but that's what a dog will do to it. In fact, I hear dogs. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not, but I can hear them. But anyway, that's what a dog will do to a bottle. The dog comes up, that's exactly what they'll do. I didn't put one of those feed blocks out here, because I only had 2. I put one at that other side that I just come from, and I put one down there by the creek. I'll run down there to the creek and see what they've done to that one. They didn't mess with the corn very much. Didn't mess with the. There goes a lizard. That lizard. They didn't mess with the corn very much. Didn't mess with the cat food very much. Old dry cat food. But they got that dead-gum block, I know that. I will tell you one good thing. They fixed the road. It looks, I mean, some more good over here. Slick as owl crap, but it looks good. I'm gonna walk up there and see how they did up there. Alright, this is the place where I got stuck at. And they have come over here and fixed it up right. You can get back here now. It's not slick back here either. This is nice right here. Telling you, these guys don't play. This is nice. I ain't gotta worry about getting back here now. I can come on back here. I was worried there for a while, because right there is where it was washed out real bad. And that's what had happened, is that tire had got off on right here, but it was a heck of a lot worse than that. But the only thing is, I mean, where it is in the ground, the dirt is so sandy that when it rains, it just washes it back out. This won't be here for too much longer. I mean, it will be, but I mean, it won't be like this. It'll get to where it has little washes in it, and then the big little washes are turning into big washes. It's just this dirt, it's just this sand. And short of coming back here and just putting a bridge up, I mean, you're just not gonna stop it. You just gotta kind of make yourself, just reserve yourself to where you have to just do this every so often. But it looks good. I mean, it really, really looks good. They did a good job on it. They did a real good job. Looking good. I'm gonna come back over here tomorrow if it ain't flooding. I got a camera way back in there. Probably half a mile, maybe. 3/4 of a mile, half a mile back that way. That way. Go up here, take a left, go back there, take a right, and back to the left. And there it is. But this looks good. I'm real happy with this. These guys did a good job. All right, y'all, we back over here again, following Prissy. We got, come over here yesterday, check out, see what all of was left, what all I needed to make up and everything like that for today. And of course the 2 feed blocks that I made were gone, so I made up 2 more feed blocks last night. And I don't know exactly how much longer I'm gonna be doing this, because cotton gin season is coming up and I'm still at home a lot, but it's just not on the weekends every weekend. So I mean, sometimes I have to bounce back and forth and do some stuff, and usually it's just a very, very, very busy time of the year for me and for everybody involved in the cotton ginning business, is because the cotton gin business, they don't run year round. I mean, they just run a season. Well, the sooner they can get done, the sooner they can cut back on labor costs, electricity, any kind of utilities and stuff like that, and still make the same amount of money with the cotton crop. So they're running against the clock, which means that puts additional strain and stress on all the outlying other places that, or the other businesses that support it, and we're one of those. So things have to happen pretty quick. We got to stop every 100 yards so she can pee. But so I mean, that just makes for a very stressful time of the year. So anyway, I know it seems like I do this every weekend, and I do it every weekend that I'm off, because during gin season there's not going to be very much time for me to actually do this kind of stuff, because I'm just going to be too busy. So I won't get a chance to to come over every weekend and put out corn and stuff. So now I go from the cheap batteries to the lithium batteries in all my cameras, because they last longer and they're just overall better battery. On these right here, I run the old cheap batteries every weekend because I can come over here every weekend and actually, if I see one that's got some low batteries, I put some of the cheap batteries in the cameras. And I didn't realize it until this year when I started doing it, that battery power has a lot to do with how that camera operates. If you have a low battery, the trigger won't trigger as often. You miss pictures. The video quality is down a little bit, I think, because of the infrared light is not as bright. But battery life in these cameras is very important, as well as the SD card. That's something else I found out while I was putting these cameras out. But we'll see what we got down here. I know, like I said, they've been doing some work, so I should be able to drive all the way back to the back there now, which I can always do, but I screwed up one day and slipped. Y'all heard that story. Let's see what we got. This is the place I hadn't been to except a couple weeks ago. It's got to be dogs. I rip it clean through the top there. Rip it off. Rip the bottle off. Yeah, I'm sure these are dogs. And I start going to these kinds of peanut bottles everywhere, I guess. I don't think the mouth is quite that big. But anyway, can't mess with the corn that much. There's that old pan of sweet feed I put out, and not 15 minutes after I put it out, it started flooding, so it's mush. That's about all it is now. All right, I'm gonna clean up around here a little bit, kind of clean out some of these weeds and stuff. Corn looks like it's hot. I ain't gonna mess with the corn. Plenty of corn there. All right. I can't get enough of this, watching her run in this tall grass. She's trying to stay, she does a pretty good job staying in the ruts there. When she cuts across and has to hop over some of that grass. She's so funny. Hey, we're going this way, girl. All right, let's start off with a couple of wild animals right here. Hey, y'all see Prissy? She's just circling around, waiting for me to drop some of that wet cat food. Of course, here we are with another coon. I thought when I first saw this, I thought this was gonna be a Royal Rumble, but I guess it wasn't. I guess they kind of know each other, I guess. They come from the same den, man. As long as I don't put any corn out there on the ground, they're usually pretty good about eating it out of the jug. So I got to where I don't really dump very much out on the ground. Sometimes when I go over there and it's kind of rancid, or if it's kind of moldy or something, I'll just pour the whole thing out on the ground. Well, when I do that, they don't ever eat any out of the jug. So I kind of quit doing that. I just kind of left it over there. Of course, it's a daytime coon right here. Like I said before, I think some of these that come out in the daytime are some of those who are not able to fight for the corn or for the feed or whatever, you know, so they come out during the day, and usually the scrawnier ones come out during the day. Big old fat ones come out at night. Big old fat coons. Well, what he's doing, I guess he'd stop there to eat. Or you know what, it may be just simply that they look fatter at night. Maybe it's the same coons. It's just they look fatter at night, I guess. I don't know. Of course, he's interested in what's going on over there. I know that. I'm trying to think of what I got out here. I can't remember. It looks like corn is one of them. I got some sweet feed in a jug there. I know that's where that's from. He's kind of nosy. He's kind of interested in what's going on. Coons like that corn, that's for sure. I knew this. I'm sitting here thinking, what in the world did I keep this video for? Now I seen he coming out of the woods. I think those in the daytime come out from behind the shadows from behind the camera, and those at night I think come from the other direction. That's another reason I think that they're separate coons. Seems like every time I see these at night, I see them more in the background behind the pole than I do those daytime coons. So now he's getting a little nosy about what's hanging up there too. There's no telling. No telling what he's sniffing for. Well, you know, them coons right there, they don't look that heavy. But, you know, still, you see where they went when they left. They went off to the right. All the daytime coons come from one spot, and that's usually right behind the camera. And these nighttime coons, they come in from the right there. So, like I said, a lot of them I've caught coming from behind the feed pole there. I ain't got very many coons over there, do I? Jeez Louise. There's a little fox squirrel. I don't ever see him when I'm over there, and I know he's in one of them trees that's right there close to the camera. Look at him sitting there, just squatting. It's like he's on the pot. He ought to weigh 500 pounds, as much during corn as he's eating over the summertime here. Yeah, he's back. Ain't he muscular? He's got some muscles, man. I don't know what else he would have, but he does. He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the squirrel family. He's going to tell everybody, get to the chopper. All right, now I want y'all to look at this. This coon and this possum. I didn't realize possums were this mean. If a possum is meaner than a coon, man, I didn't realize this. During possum, he didn't like that coon being there. He'll come back too. That possum will come back. Sometimes I think I give them too much of a variety. They don't really know what they want. They're just kind of look at this possum. Watch him. Better get out of here. Better get out of here. Telling you, get up. Look at there. I didn't know they were that mean. All right, that's gonna do it. All right, that's gonna do it for another week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a Wednesday night repost tomorrow night, and have a new shop time video on Thursday night. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.